Welcome to our boat!
We're going to give you a tour of the boat, and we're going to try to give you as detailed as possible tour. Please forgive us, we don't know everything, but there are lots of nooks and crannies, and of all of the tour videos that I've seen, nobody really goes into the particulars about the boat. And I know there are a lot of people that are interested in that, as we were too, so we're going to do this and give you a little bit more information than just the average tour. So come along with us. Let's take a look. Okay, here we are in the cockpit, and just looking at, we have the propane tanks. These are 10-pounders right there. So this is stored away, and this is a special compartment that actually has ventilation because propane is heavier and it sinks. So if there's a leak in here, it gives it an out for the gas so you don't have a spark and ignite it. So this is specially designed right there. And in here, we have the engine compartments. Here's a steering shaft. It's really secure, solid aluminum. Really nice. There's the rudder going down to the rudder down there. Very good. Everything's in order. The engine has been fully serviced, sail drives, oil, everything. And guaranteed the other one looks just like that. So here is something we hope we'll never have to use, and that is the life raft. And this life raft is designed for 12 people.
These are also the cables for power from shore.
Shore power.
Hang on.
Okay, super. And then coming back here is where you keep the batteries. And we'll just take one of these out. But wow, Duracells. Where's the bunny? Oh, that's the Energizer bunny. Sorry. Hey, I told you this is a professional tour. And then one thing that's cool about this is you can use it pointing out, pointing in, and this seats 8 people. You've got LED lighting up here. We have an electric davit that handles 400 pounds, but it's a winch that is used on a Jeep for the front, and it handles this electric winch, and that's what lowers and raises the dinghy. All made out of just extra reinforced stainless steel.
One thing I'm really happy about on the Sugar Scoop is the ladder. And the ladder actually has flat slats to step on, which if any of you have any issue with your feet, having to step on a round bar is just really painful.
Babe, let's take a look. What's back behind here? This
shower
is our little shower thingy. Does it work? No. Water pressure's not on. Or the boat's already broken. And this is hot and cold. These are for emergency tillers. These little spots right here. Look at all the Bay Marina stuff. We're gonna have some of this upgraded. We're gonna have radar added, but check out the bags. Everything's in order. We got the crankshafts. Boy, I'll tell you, they do such a good job. And then we had the isinglass up front in case we're in bad weather. We're gonna have this totally enclosed later on. And then you can look up at the sail right there. What'd you find, sweetie? Whoa!
Our US flag.
Yay! No way! From, I guess that's from the owners.
Yeah.
Very good. So let's walk around. Come around here, sweetie. So we have really good access to the helm right here, as well as on the inside. It's pretty well protected. And then I love this, the steps. You step up to here so you can start working on the sail bag. It's really convenient. You've got handholds everywhere. Easy to get up here. All of your lines run off of these clutches. And so you can pretty much single-handedly sail this boat. So this works out really well. The previous models had like the steps on the front window, which kind of block things.
This is a nice feature. It's a Pfeiffer tack material to keep out the sun and also to give us some privacy in the evening when the lights are on inside but it is dark out.
Lormar hatches, these are raised, which I hear actually work better. Lots of cleats on the outside. Our little fun station where we can bounce up and down.
That's the trampoline.
And then
and our princess seats.
How do I look? I look like a princess.
You are a princess.
Brand new jib. Thank you, Sunsail. And then here is
brand new jib and brand new sail bag. Thank you, yep. Sunsail.
And in the lazarettes is what these are called, the storage compartments. We have the generator and water storage. And this is surrounded by a soundproof container to keep the noise down. And then here's the windlass. And
the windlass is the unit that helps us with bringing back the anchor when we release the anchor.
Remote control. And without this, you're hurting. You get way too much exercise. And then over here, I like the hydraulic pulls. So there's more storage in here. It looks like there's a secondary anchor. And
that's the kedge maybe, and then those look like water tanks.
Yeah. So these do not have water makers, so they probably have lots of room for water to store water. And there's more storage in there. This is like the garage up here. And then babe, this is what this boat won the Boat of the Year award for both Cruising World and Sail Magazine in 2012. And the reason why it won the award is because of the front cockpit. And the fact that this was the first production boat to have a full-size door opening up into the salon. And what this does for you is gives access to this nice private place up here, another cockpit for some privacy. To get out of the sun, if the sun's on the rear cockpit, and when you're at anchor, what you end up having is a beautiful ventilation straight through the salon and then out in the cockpit. So just plenty of air going through the boat, ventilation, which is super important. And this is just, man, I mean, what a, people love this style, and now this is what Leopard's putting on all their boats, their little signature.
And it looks like there's some storage down there too.
Yeah. Great place to have sundowners. And then, look at this. Little tables. And, I mean, I love it. Just drink holders.
See what's in here.
Oh, yeah. Hey guys, this is my favorite place for the boat, and I think Eileen's favorite place, and other than the electronic nerve center over there, this is probably the most important place on the boat. And what I love about this is how it's all open, even these windows open to the outside, so you can pass things in and out. The cook can be really involved in the action. The person up on the helm can see down here also. This is where the meals are made. Eileen and I probably cook 95% of our meals, and so we're using this all the time, and we really enjoyed it. Super efficient. Right here, you open this up, And you've got the trash. And by the way, this is like heavy Corian, really high quality. This boat has been used over and over again for 5 years and is showing very little wear. Side entrance is right here. Really nice. 2 sinks. And this stuff drains right down underneath the hull because it's not dirty water really. And then a beautiful thing is this. Boy, and this thing is super heavy. Is the drying rack that's in here. And you can see that that's in use. And when you're underway in the boat, this keeps things from flying around and it just really saves a lot of counter space. This can be used as a cutting board also. So it's multifunctional. We've got storage in here. And this keeps it from coming out when you're underway also. And then up top, we have more storage. You can put appliances there. That looks a little, we got to get that straightened out. And then we've got fans throughout. We've got 2 fans in here, forgot to mention that. Here's a great area right here. I think we're gonna nix the microwave speakers, by the way, and then we have 2 electrical outlets, but this is a great place for the toaster oven, which we're putting on. We'll be able to run off of our batteries. Here we have a cooktop, and it's got all the safety features in it. This is all you need on the boat. Big burner, medium burner, and small burner. We cooked pizzas in here last night. No real temperature gauge. It's a gas oven. And then in here, this comes fully stocked for a charter. So it has like 12 of everything. Really thankful for that because we really couldn't bring much with us. Down here, storage, and it goes deep in there. Really well thought out. And then in here, we have depth in that, and you can put wet things. Just check out all, you know, nice German hinges, very well built.
And we have yet to organize this for our own
so you're looking at our dirty laundry, but then in here, more space. Really nice. So I love the colorway in this boat. We bought a 2015, which is the first year of the light colorway. It's kind of that crate and barrel. That's the gray, whitewashed, weathered look, but it's also modern. And it's just lighter and kind of happier on the inside than the old cherry. This is the first year, so we really like that. The next year, the last year that they made the Leopard 44 was 2016 with this. So they only had it 2 out of 5 years. So that makes this boat a little bit more special. And we're really happy about it, aren't we, babe? Mm-hmm. Down below, you can see these adjustments, and this enables the table to come down like this, and you take the back cushions and put it on here, and you got a big bed.
I'm going to show you a little bit of the storage in the floor of the saloon.
Saloon is what they call it.
So that's a great place for can storage. All right, next one.
Next one, right next to it is voila!
Same one,
another
same
spot.
size.
So right when you walk in through here, you just open this up and check this out. This is the emergency hatch. So this right here, in case the boat flips, it's a law. It has to have this in here. One good thing about this is we sold all of our furniture in China, but the great thing is we didn't need to bring any with us because everything's built in. Everything has a purpose with storage. And here, man, look at the fruit street. This out, excuse me, I'm getting a little excited. And in here, we're gonna have more tools later on, but this is where we keep them all.
Yep. Some more of the back cushion.
Yeah. So this leads up to the mast.
The mast support.
Right here. And we have a lot of things that are going up there with the new Bay Marina radar system because it's on top of the mast. And then in here is what's keeping us super cool. This is our Cruisair air conditioning, one of them. It's made by Dometic, you may have heard of them. And then we have the other one up underneath here. So back here is all the water. This is to the auxiliary water tank. This is to the port water tank. And this is to the starboard water tank. Really important. Here's your freshwater pump. Here's the AC going to the starboard side. And then voila! Starboard side Cruisair. Up here, you gotta love this. This is very cleanable. These panels, they're all removable. And the great thing about this is LED lights everywhere with different ones you can cut on so you don't have to have them all on at the same time. And it's beautiful, sparkly light, and it doesn't use a lot of power. This operates off of DC, which is really important. It can operate off your batteries. Okay, so what you're looking at right here is basically the heart of the boat. This operates all of the electrical on the boat, and this is what makes it so much like your home, this new technology that we see here. This is all the DC power right here. That means it's coming off of the batteries. This right here is AC power. This is the stuff that can kill you right here. And this is produced by going through an inverter to change the current. In a home, you leave all of this stuff on because there's plenty of power coming in. Power is very valuable in a boat, hard to come by, and so we want to conserve it. So we shut down things that we're not using here because even if they're on, you're using power whether you're drawing from it or not. Right here is our VHF. This is our generator right here. It produces 6,000 kilowatts, and that's powerful. That's powerful enough to run everything on here just using diesel. So we're off grid and we can power everything using that. This is set up, the tunes in 4 different zones on the boat, independently operatable. Here we have the freezer and the refrigerator. Let me tell you, these things work great. And they operate off a 12 volt from the batteries, which we'll show you here in just a minute. Open this up.
So this is the freezer compartment.
And then you can adjust how much temperature you want it. And then down here, so that the flows downward, the cooling, and this is the refrigerator.
Let's go check out the berths on the starboard hull. This is the starboard side of the boat, and the starboard side is exactly the same as the port side. It's a mirror image. So we just wanted to show you the cabins. This is the forward cabin. You can see some space to put things here on the shelves. There is a great space back there, or ahead, for storage. At the moment it is made up for another person to sleep in it, and we've got a great window to have a beautiful view and also wonderful light. There is a leather seat right here, and storage compartments underneath the bed, as well as you can pick up the bed and show the storage under the bed itself. I've taken off the bed cushions, and you can see that we've got a decent storage space there, in addition to the storage space up there. And there's more storage behind the door.
In here is heavy gauge wiring that's being put in for our water maker, and stay tuned for a video just on that. Underneath here, this is for the toilet and the raw water. So raw water in, and this big one, and then this one's for the toilet. And then in here, lots of storage.
So that is the forward cabin on the starboard side. All right, let's take a look at the starboard aft cabin. A little bit wider bed, which is lovely since the hulls are a little bit wider back here, with some shelving space next to the bed and 2 outlets conveniently placed for use. Again, there is a lovely view, which we have covered up at the moment because we want to keep the sun out. A fan, which is great, some reading lights there in each corner. And here is the shelving space for the aft cabin. And then a locker down below as well to use. And you'll also notice that under the bed is significant storage space for more clothing or shoes or whatever you want to put in there. And some more storage space in this locker down below and in front of the bed.
Yeah, one thing I really like about this is you've got a skylight or a hatch up here, and then the beautiful thing is you can go screen or close, or you can open the hatch, and then you've got a port back here that you can open, and then a window right here that you can open, so you get plenty of breezes flowing through this. Over here we open this up and we have a fuel compartment in here. Here's a hot water heater. The tank has 2 diesel tanks, 185 gallons total. And there it is, so you have access there. We've got a lot of room for storage here. Wow. And this plywood's cabinet grade, looks like a maple. And which is a nice touch. And then wow, how cool is this? This is the starboard tank, and this tank is what the generator also operates off of. So if you look down there, dual feed to the gen set. So we have 3 ways to produce power. One off of our engine alternators, solar, and then diesel generator. Here are the shades coming down just to keep the cabin cool. In here. And then we open this up.
These are the toilet and salt water. They look like the seacocks.
Yep.
This is a refrigerating, the compressor for the fridge.
Okay.
Which is actually on if you feel it's hot.
Okay.
But it means that access is actually extremely easy for repairing.
Yeah.
This is a rotary helm drive for the autopilot. And it has a separate chain and sprocket.
Oh, that's easy to access. So that goes out.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Great.
And then these are steering cables here.
Okay.
And there are turning blocks there.
Okay. All right.
So that's just this panel.
Okay.
And then this is where all the fuses are and electrical connections. So this is what you're really looking at. Each one of these is a fuse.
Okay.
You just pull out.
Okay.
Little glass fuses. Okay, so basically just make sure it goes carefully, slides in at the top. And that's it. Okay, this is short. I think it's a generator breaker.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not sure what this one is. I really don't know, actually, to be perfectly honest.
If nothing else works, we turn that one, right?
Yeah. And these are the toilets. So there are 4 separate breakers, 1 for each toilet. This is a zinc saver, as it's called, or this galvanic isolator. This is just a big capacitor, and basically it just stops any DC voltages coming in through your shore power ground.
Okay.
Okay, it still allows you know, a leak in AC voltage to jump across through the capacitor onto the shore.
And then look at how cheery and bright this bathroom is. Good morning. Yes, the sun is beautiful. And so we got a little hook here. And then this is privacy. Oh, this is no mosquitoes. This is privacy. We've got a great light. Thank you, Eileen. And then up here, a towel rack, which is good. And you come down here. The toilet has been totally redone with brand new hosing And there it is right here. To operate the toilet, click this to empty, click this to fill, and then empty, and then that's, I think, chops up the little monsters right there. All the bathrooms are the same. We've got a little place to keep a cup, keep your toothbrush, to store things. It's really well designed. Here, this is gonna fill up down here when you take a shower because it's below the water line. So everything needs to be pumped up and out of the boat. So pumps, you just could not exist in this boat without pumps. You gotta push this, and that pumps everything out of the bottom. And this shower has got great water pressure. But whoa, look at that water. Great water pressure. Nice dry shower right there. And then this hook holds this door open so you can dry out the bathroom. Back of the door, you've got a hook.
So this is where all of the various pumps are located.
Okay.
And they put them underneath panels. That's shower drain pump. This is the toilet inlet.
Okay.
So this filter, that pump, is activated when you pump water back into the toilet. One is the bilge, this one is for the generator, and this is the little lift pump. So this has a tiny little pump which is actually powered by the generator and is sending water to the generator. This pump here, which is running now, is the condenser cooling pump for the AC unit. And you have the air conditioning filter, which is obviously for the raw water.
Okay.
And then you just have the same exact pumps for the aft toilet.
Okay.
Then you have the bilge pump down there. So basically you have two control switches. The top one is just a bilge alarm.
Okay.
And all it really does is just turn a light on at the panel.
Right.
And then the lower one is the actual float switch for the bilge pump itself.
Okay.
So this is emergency
That's the
build, your
emergency
screws if
Yeah.
you're using that.
Yeah, these are so poor quality. I mean,
Okay.
the handles are short.
Yeah,
It's you know, you're gonna jar your fingers. You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
knock your
totally.
knuckles. It's
Last resort.
These are literally installed just to pass certification.
Bonjour mes amis. Practicing my really poor French.
If you got this far, you are a rock star, because that means you watched 30 minutes of the tour of our boat, an in-depth tour of the boat. But we're really hoping that you got a feel for what what space the 44 has and where things are located.
Hopefully you found this really fascinating, how thoroughly and completely these boats are designed and how every single place on the boat has a purpose.
In the future videos, we will have more specific information about different areas of the boat and upkeep, which I think you'll find really interesting and helpful. And we're also going to review all of the upgrades that we've made. So stay tuned for future videos.
And you all, we appreciate you watching. It really means a lot to us if you hit the subscribe button. If you share it with your friends and other people, that's the best one.
Yeah, and leave some comments if we missed something or you want a more in-depth tour of a particular area on the boat. Let us know. We're happy to do that for you.
We love talking to you. Hopefully we can answer a few questions. We'll act like we know what we're talking about, if anything, right?
That's right. So thanks so much for watching.
Love you guys.